frame here. Let me just fix this. Hopefully we get a decent camera angles here. There's some little bit of blurriness. Hopefully that picks up, or that doesn't pick up, excuse me. But hopefully everything gets cleared up. I did just get a brand new router for my internet service, so should be good to go here. But today we are here. Hello, I'm ODC, as always. Today I am here with a very special review. This is a figure I've been looking forward to for, oh my god, well over a year. I voted on this thing. I had been waiting, clamoring for this guy to finally come out, and damn, I'm so excited for this. Woodman, what's going on, buddy? Hello, hello. I'm switching it up a little bit. I don't do too many wrestling reviews anymore. This is kind of like a special review here. But this is a figure I've been waiting for well over a year. When it was announced, we didn't even see any prototype photos. Zorpox, what's going on? We basically had to vote on this. This was a fan, they call it the fan takeover, but it's really a fan's choice vote as to which of the 4 versions of Shawn Michaels we were going to get. I believe it was 1996 King of the Ring Shawn Michaels, 1995 King of the Ring Shawn Michaels, and it might have been a 4th version. I can't remember which one. And then there's this version, which did win, which was the 1995 Survivor Series, which personally, I think this was the correct choice. I think that a lot of people that were kind of complaining that the 96 King of the Ring Shawn didn't get chosen were, they're kind of complaining about it a little bit, at least on some of the forums and stuff like that I've seen. I think that version will eventually come out, but rarely do. I mean, for a guy that's like very colorful and has a lot of very colorful attires, we see a lot of dullness. There's a lot of black with his attires, and that kind of gets lost in the shuffle. Not to say that all of his attires are black, but I'm just saying there are a lot of his attires that are darker color scheme. So it was nice to see a nice red, bright, vibrant 90s red with the zebra stripes and all that fun stuff. So fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this. Yeah, I agree with man. It has been quite a while since I've done a wrestling review. Yeah, really looking forward to this. This is what he looks like in package. I'm not going to waste any time. It says WWE Ultimate right here. Let me get my lighting. This is not correct today. It's like my lighting's either too bright or just not the right shade. But it says WWE Ultimate right there. Very nice packaging. Mine came a little bit damaged, but I did buy 2. The other one is very strange. Amazon, they ship one just like this, and then they ship the other one in this like protective packaging, which is so weird. So I got one like this and then one like this. I literally just opened the box, and that's how this came. So this one's staying in hyper, he's going to stay in his little chamber, his like hyperbaric chamber. And that'll be a backup in case something happens to this guy. But this is the one we're going to open up. It's damaged anyway. So we got a picture of Shawn on the side. And we got a picture of Shawn in the other side. I think this is actually a photo of him in 96. I don't think this is actually him in 95. And I can actually tell that. This is how much of a crazy Shawn Michaels fan I am. By his gauntlet or his, not gauntlet, but his wristbands there. It's actually the larger heart, and it is red. This might actually be from Beware of Dog. If anybody's seen that pay-per-view, that's what it looks like here in this photo, because it is red, and it does have that big heart with the kind of glitter and shit. But it says 6'1". Let's see if they got it right. 4-time champion. Yeah, not WWE champion, though. He's a 3-time WWE champion and a 1-time World Heavyweight champion. So, a little bit off there. They still can't get that right. 6'1", yeah, that's about right. He's usually built around 227, something like that. San Antonio, sweet chin music, fun stuff. This is, like I said, oh, these were the three. So it actually shows you the three. That's pretty cool. And it gives you a little synopsis right here as of, what happened. This was the first match back, I think, after the concussion angle with Owen Hart. And the 95 Survivor Series won by 39%. Just squeaked out the 96 King of the Ring one. So just squeaked it out by a little bit. And the 95 King of the Ring, really not an attire that's anything to talk about. It's another black attire. I think the only reason I would be intrigued with getting that is because he did have a full beard at the time. That's when he was going through his bearded phase. Was around 95. So what the attire I'd actually like from 95 with a beard would be his match with Double J Jarrett. Now, if they ever come out with like a 2-pack, that would be fantastic. They don't do a lot of 2-packs, Mattel, but if they did come out with a 2-pack, I would love a 1995 bearded Shawn Michaels. I think that was In Your House 2, the second In Your House, was when he won the Intercontinental title from Double J. But I would love a 2-pack. If they could make a 3-pack with Rhodey, throw Rhodey in there, sign me up for that shit. I want it. But anyway, here he is. We're going to get him out of package. And let me know if you guys have any questions about anything. But I'm super excited for this, man. Super duper excited. This, when I actually saw that I got charged, what was it, just a few days ago, I was like, wait, what? He shipped? It was originally supposed to be shipped in July. Then it got pushed back to late August. Then it got pushed up to like August 18th. And then they were like, oh, you got a shipping note, or we're just charging you, So, pretty crazy. But I'm loving these Ultimate figures. They're fantastic. They really are good. They are good stuff. Not figures that anybody really talks about, which is unfortunate for the most part, as far as the typical people. But this is a really good toy line. I'm just going to start ripping the packaging because this is taking way too long. There we go. I like the collector friendliness of the, packaging. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mute really quick just so you guys don't hear a bunch of crackling and crap. So I will mute my microphone for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. I just wanted to kind of save your earbuds there. Now, originally, which I'm actually seeing here, there was some cause for concern that his earrings kind of looked like there's something about Mary with the hair gel, but it wasn't hair gel with the earrings thing, which I think is actually really funny. But I have to say, there actually is some detail sculpted on here. Maybe it's not picking up on camera all that well, but it is there. There are little like divot ridges going throughout. Now, doing these type of earrings that are removable, like they're all removable here, it's very tough to do. And it's tough to get the right look, especially when you're dealing with like a plastic. Now, this is actually a harder plastic. And you'll see that there is a little kind of hole on behind his ear, so the ball will actually stay on there, the little ball clip, or what, clip I should say. But this is actually a really nice head sculpt. I mean, I don't like screaming faces or like even open mouth faces, but damn, this is good. This might be the best two Shawn Michaels head sculpts I've ever seen on an action figure. And I almost like the open mouth one better than the closed mouth one. I think it beats out the 90, what was it? The 97 Survivor Series Ultimate Shawn Michaels. And I think it does beat out the WrestleMania 14 Shawn Michaels, which I think might have the best head sculpt up until now. This head sculpt right here is friggin' awesome. They did such a good job. So we'll set that down for a second and just kind of get, familiar with the figure really quick, and then kind of figure out what he can and can't do. But he looks great, man. So taking a look at his attire here, he looks really good. He does come with knee pads. Thank God. Don't get me wrong. I love the DX Shawn Michaels ringside exclusive Shawn, but he doesn't come with knee pads, and it kind of bothers me. So I just leave his entrance attire on the whole time. But tattoo looks pretty good. I gotta really back off this lighting a little bit, just a little bit. It's a bit much. There we go. The tattoo does look really good. It's actually got the snake is actually green, and the handle or the hilt for the sword is I want to say like a white or like a clear color. And then we've got the heart, which is red. So really good job. I want to say this is one of the best Shawn Michaels tattoos I've seen. So good job on that. The chest hair, it's fine. It's nothing too crazy. Looks pretty accurate. They're missing a little bit of detail going down his chest to connect. It kind of looks a little weird that this chest hair doesn't connect to that. But, who cares? I mean, it's really chest hair. On the back, it says Heartbreak Kid. It looks really good. Nice, crisp, and clean line work. Not really anything to complain about there. As far as the gloves, I'll just call them the gloves. The gloves here, nice zebra print tattoo. Zebra print logos there for the armbands or the gloves. The knee pads look pretty good. It's kind of hard to get that kind of zebra logo maybe on the knee pad because, you are bending it and stuff like that. It's got to be more of a pliable plastic, but it is there. Obviously, they can't put a TR on the side of the boots because it's trademarked. So they just left them white. I might have to go get a stencil or something and put a TR on there because those are the type of boots. We used to wear motocross boots back then. But I think it looks really good. I love this. This was a huge selling point, I think. A very unique look for the 95 Survivor Series was this kind of braid that he had, which he didn't do this very often. Especially this. I think this might have been the only time he actually did this type of hairstyle. That's what really, I think, makes it unique. And we'll go ahead and we'll pop this head off. Let's see if I can keep pop the head off and keep the earrings on. I did. There we go. And then we'll do this because I want to see what this head sculpt looks like on with the hat and everything on. I think this is this is so cool. Oh, man. Fucking geeking out, man. This is great. I got to lower my camera down here a little bit because we're a little bit too high up. There we go. That's better. That is better. Oh, this looks so good. That is fantastic. This has got to be the head. I can't. This is great, the little smirk, but come on. You can't not have him without this head sculpt. For an open mouth face, that is impressive. They really knocked this one way out of the park. Good job, Mattel. And it's not just because it's a Shawn Michaels figure. I'm not being biased here. I'm not, no BSing, but come on. Proof is in the pudding right there. Look at that. Yeah. All right, so let's get them all suited up. What I'll do is I'll switch out these hands from the gripping hands, which he does come with. He comes with also fist hands as well. I'm going to put the fist hands in just because, Shawn Michaels doing the Shawn Michaels pose. I think it makes sense for him. So this fist is kind of loose a little bit. Look at that. It's plugged in all the way, but it is loose. A little bit looser than I like. But let's see how this one fits in here. that one fits in a little bit better. So we'll go with that for now, and then we'll pop everything on him. These pants are probably going to take a minute to put on. They are of a cloth material, so you're actually getting cloth material here. I've been begging for this forever. We kept getting those plastic pants, which suck. I can't stand those, and especially with an Ultimates, you gotta do the cloth, especially for Shawn, man. He's got so many different unique attires, and I mean, I don't mind the plastic top. Plastic top's fine. That's perfectly fine. And we'll talk about the plastic top in a minute because it's very well done. But these pants, I think, are perfect. And it's a nice printed logo on this. It looks the part, you know what I mean? You're not going to have, like, sculpting on the cloth. It's just not going to happen. And it might actually degrade the cloth if you did have sculpting on the cloth. I feel like over time that would just, like, the plastic mixed with the cloth might degrade the cloth over time. But I don't know. That's all up to speculation, though. So don't quote me on that. Well, I guess you can quote me because I said it, but you get my drift. All right, so let's get the pants on. We're going to dress them. This is, you know, Barbie dress-up time. So let's get Shawn all ready for work. Time to make the donuts, you know, all that fun stuff. And I got to say, moving his ankles aren't too bad. They're not, usually Mattel figures, when you get a brand new Mattel figure, they're like frozen ankles. You can't move them at all. But I got to say that no issue with moving their ankles so far, or his ankles so far. So looks good. Let's get that twisted over. We'll get him all set up. Actually, that wasn't too bad. That was going to take a minute to get all settled up. Now, Shawn was a high pant waist wearer in the 90s. That guy would pull his tights all the way up to, like, past his belly button, all the way up here. And I'm like, God damn, old man, what are you doing with those pants? So that's what we're going to do for Shawn. We're going to do high pants Shawn. High pants Shawn. So the vest. Now, the vest looks really good. This is all new sculpt. No reusage here. Brand new. I could definitely see them reusing this for something, for another Shawn Michaels down the road, but it looks really good. All of the little kind of rivets that you see here are all sculpted on. That is great. And it's all those kind of like see-through rivets that he had on his vest. Looks really good. This almost makes me wish I edited this review, or shot it, because I would have loved to put reference photos to reference everything and kind of show what I was talking about. But I can visualize it in my head. I guess you guys can Google while I talk about it. But to disconnect the vest, you just kind of want to undepeg it right here. You'll see that little extra piece of plastic, and you just want to depeg it right there. There we go. Boom, boom. Very easy. Pops right off. Pop it off. But it's actually quite clever that they actually painted this, so it blends in quite well. So when you repeg this, it does hide pretty well. So they did a really good job on that. So kudos to them for keeping it really good with the Ultimates line, I got to say. They're doing a really good job with this toy line. This is why I can't see Mattel losing the license or anything like that for quite a while. They've been doing a really bang-up job with their wrestling figures. I feel like they could still improve their elites, but these Ultimates are damn good. Damn good. I don't really collect any of the modern figures. I mostly just get the, the legends and stuff like that. The flashbacks, I call them. But next up is the hat. I digress. Hat looks really good. All new sculpt, yet again. All the rivets are sculpted on with the painted zebra logo. So, very good job. They're really nailing it. Even the kind of, I guess, band around the head. I guess you could call this the Village People hat. That's what Kevin Nash would make fun of him all the time. Be like, you look like one of the Village People. What's going on here? Him and Triple H. But fantastic. So we can put the hat on the head. just like this. Like how they intended, just like that. And I think it looks great, man. I mean, look how official that looks. He doesn't need a title belt, and he actually didn't have it. So they're actually quite accurate with how he looked, the head sculpts, the fact that he doesn't come with a title belt. And usually Mattel kind of gets a little bit inaccurate at times, and they'll give someone a title belt that didn't have a title belt with that attire. But I think he only wore this entire attire one time. I don't remember him. I might be wrong, but I really don't remember him wearing this attire outside of the Survivor Series 1995. So kudos to Mattel for the extra hands, the extra gripping hands. So if you want to keep him with the gripping hands, you can. The fist hands are a nice touch. I would have liked some open hands like this, because whenever he gets in the ring, he kind of does that, the spin around with your hands open type thing. But I mean, I guess you can reenact that with the fist hands or the gripping hands if you wanted to. But damn, he looks awesome. And then you can flip the hat around. You could do it backwards if you wanted to, because he did wear his biker hat backwards sometimes. And yeah, man, this is definitely the head sculpt you got to have him on with this. But I'm going to put the other head sculpt on as well, and then we'll get the full-fledged look by Shawn. But come on, this encapsulates Shawn Michaels right here. Damn, it looks so good. So happy to have this guy. I really am pleased. All right, let's get this head off. There we go. Not too bad. Did any of you guys out there pre-order that flashback ring? I think it was like a Kickstarter-esque or crowdfunded ring. I didn't, just because. Well, this actually looks really good with the hat on too. His earring came off. Hold on a second. Oh, it actually has a peg. Let me point this out really quick. It has a little peg sticking out of the back, so it plugs right into that hole. Oh, that's pretty awesome. So there's actually more than that. They stay on pretty well then, I want to assume. But that ring, I mean, it tempted me for a second when I first saw it, and then I saw the price, and I was like, "Ooh, yeah, no, thank you." And then I saw what it came with, and I was like, "Ooh, no, thank you." Now it came with Diesel, I think, a Macho Man in the New Generation look, Diesel in the New Generation look, and a Doink in a New Generation look. Comes with 3 figures and a ring and the entrance for the early years of the New Generation. Now, I would have came out with the Raw logo, which now I think that they're coming out with anyway. The Raw logo, where it said RAW, was, I feel like, the real New Generation look. Because technically the one that they're coming out with the ring and the figures in the crowdfunded ring, technically that entrance was used back in 1992, which was pre-New Generation. I believe they used that for WrestleMania, what was it, WrestleMania 8? They used that entrance, and they were using it on like Superstars and stuff like that. So it's not true to the New Generation. The RAW is true to the New Generation. So, and it's the choice of a New Generation. Sorry, I had to do a Wayne's World reference there. But yeah, he looks fantastic, man. This is such a good figure. And I'll flip the hat around so you guys can see what that looks like with the hat on backwards. There we go. Look at that. So either head sculpt I think you use is a winner. I don't really think it matters as to which one you use. It looks great. Let's get him into the Shawn Michaels pose, because that's what we got to do. But I got to switch the head. I mean, well, there goes his earring. Let's just take the earrings out for now, because we're not using this head. And that's what he looks like without the earrings in. So whether you want to have the earrings on or off, it's up to you. For me, I'm going to have the earrings on, just because it's a cool, new, unique way to kind of add an accessory to a figure and a character. I think that's pretty cool, and that's something I would want to have on display. And with this, if you're going to have him in the Shawn Michaels pose, he's going to be, he's going to be yelling about it. He's going to be screaming. He's going to be screaming about it. But, all right, let's get him bent up here. I'm going to try and be careful with the cloth here. We'll get him properly posed, because some people I see out there doing Shawn Michaels poses are like, damn, son. But anyway. All right, let's see if that'll... I don't think that's actually going to go in anymore. Maybe that's something I would have improved on, would be the ankle pivot. That's I feel like that's been kind of the bane of their existence, is the ankle pivot with Mattel figures. For the longest time, a lot of their ankle pivots have been kind of weird and maybe way outdated, because I feel like they've been using the same kind of like elite style ankle pivots since like 2009, 2010. So... or 2010, 2011, excuse me. But there we go. There's a proper... Hey, Indy, what's going on, buddy? There's a proper Shawn Michaels pose right there for you. He should be bent more, and you can bend him more. I'm just trying not to overdo it with the leg. Like, it should be bent. Oh, you can bend it more. There we go. All right, I need to stop being such a sissy. La. There we go. That's better. That looks friggin' awesome. You got to have the screaming head. Now let's flip the head around here. See if that makes any difference. Oh, yeah. That's great. That is great. Damn. It's perfect. This is the... I'm going to say this right now. This is the best Shawn Michaels figure out. Period. I don't think anything can top this. There's no way. Down from head sculpt to accessories to accuracy to extra hands, stuff like that. The earrings are a great touch. But those head sculpts, man, both those head sculpts being what they are, the open mouth head sculpt being the best is remarkable to me. And like I said, I don't like open mouth faces usually. They're usually a fail boat, but damn, this looks so good. Look at that. Can't deny it, man. Looks great. Let me see if I missed anybody's stuff. Yeah, I agree, Woodman. They killed it. I can hear the music. I wish I could play the music, but copyright nonsense. So. But yeah, this is a win. I think this is definitely a 2 thumbs up here. Way up. I would definitely recommend you getting him. He is an Amazon exclusive. I know that's annoying. I don't know. See, that's the thing. There's a lot of FOMO with Amazon exclusives. They usually go away, then they come back for a little bit. If you didn't get them, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I got a feeling Ringside Collectibles is going to get some. And then Amazon's going to restock them. So if you missed out initially... And I actually have to thank, Kyle, Action Figure Addict 112, for actually sending me the link to get this guy. So kudos to him. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate the heads up and everything. So, good on you. Good on you. Definitely. So, but he's a great figure. Let's get him out of this pose. Probably going to have him posed like that. I mean, come on. You can't not have Shawn in his... Let's get him into that kind of like when he's in the ring. It doesn't work if he's not moving, but you can kind of get the gist of... I wish he had open hands and he was kind of, doing that spin, like the... But it looks great. He is awesome. I'm loving it. And if only Elites were like this. I feel like Elites would sell even better. But I guess, elites have improved over time. I haven't picked up any. I want to say this is, what's the last one? Kama, the Supreme Fighting Machine, the new generation. Kama, which I'm still waiting on a Kama Mustafa for Nation of Domination. They need to really start getting that Nation of Domination done, for God's sake. But, yeah, man, loving it. This is a, damn, this is going to be oh my God, this is so awesome. I normally don't geek out this much about a figure, but this is just so perfect. Damn. The hat fits well. It doesn't fall off. You don't have to worry about the earrings falling off. Like, I'm giving him the shake test. And those earrings are in. And I think it's due to that peg going into the head. It's perfect. And the coolest thing about that is that the peg is behind the ear. So if you have them face forward, you take the earrings off, you don't even see the peg hole, excuse me. So it's great. Let's put his hat normal here. Normal. Love it. You gotta love it. He's just missing the TR on his boots, which is a licensing thing, so you can't diss Mattel for that, but he's official, man. He is official. I'm loving it. I really don't see too many flaws with this at all, other than maybe the chest hair not connecting. I'm going to go through articulation and all that normal stuff, but I'm just kind of, I don't know, enjoying the plastic goodness right now. It is so nice. This is definitely I want to say a top tier figure. This has like top tier figure feels to me. This might be shit. I don't know. A contender for like figure of the year for me. It's great. And we're going to get through articulation and all that and range of motion. So let me just get this stuff off. Shawn Michaels is stripping. Avert your eyes. Avoid your eyes, I almost said. Avoid your eyes. Hide the kids. Shawn Michaels is taking his pants off. I'm probably going to get blocked for that or something by YouTube. You said you were taking someone's pants off. And we'll pop the earrings off too while we're doing articulation. There we go. See, and the earrings they're not bad at all to take off either. So that's a cool thing too. So as far as articulation does go with good old HBK here, the head can swivel at a full 360 rotation if you needed to. And I got to say that the head, before I finish up here, the head is really nice and tightly jointed on this head. It's not loose, it's not a bobblehead. It's not sitting in a weird way. I feel like the head's a good size. It shouldn't be. It's not big, too big or anything like that. So good job as far as that's concerned. The head looking up, though, not that great. I'm going to be honest. You don't get too much range of motion going up at all. The head can look down a little bit, so you can yell at someone while he's like, hey! You can yell at Brett, hey! You could yell at Earl Hebner yelling at Brett. Sorry. Tell that piece of shit, get out of my ring! Sorry, I couldn't help it. Heads tilt side to side. Let's see if we got jive turkeys. We got no turkeys, but I'm going to do one anyway. Special occasion, you know. Arms go up about that far. Right there. Down. Full 360 rotation in the arm if you needed to. We've got a really crisp and nice, smooth swivel with these butterfly joints. So really good range of motion with those butterfly joints. They get all of the range that they need to and forward. We have a diaphragm joint which crunches forward and back. It can swivel. Can it? No, it can't. No. It pivots side to side though. So it can't swivel. You get a little bit of movement, but not really. So it doesn't really want to swivel, but it will pivot side to side, and it will crunch forward and back. So good for that. Swivel at the waist, full 360 if you needed to. You can do the splits about that far. That's perfect, especially for those super kicks. You can really get them. I'll go back to the arms really quick. And he does have a bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow, and he does have a wrist swivel and a wrist hinge right there, which is lateral on both sides. And same thing on the gripping hands. It is a lateral swivel. Upper thigh swivel at the leg. It does break up the broken heart logos, but that's expected. Double jointed knee right there. Even with the knee pads on, it's way more than 90 degrees. He does have a boot swivel, which this is kind of an old mold as far as these boots. It's not the worst in the world, so I'm not going to really nitpick it too much. Ankle can pointy toey, pointy heely, ankle pivot a little bit. Toe articulation, which I'm not a big fan of toe articulation, but it can actually work in Shawn's benefit. Especially if you're trying to get him into those, like if you're trying to get Brett to get him into a sharpshooter, stuff like that, you'll need a toe articulation to actually work that in. Or if you want to have him do some sort of, maybe get him to do the sharpshooter to Brett, you might actually want to use that toe articulation. It does help for posing, especially for wrestling action figures. So while I don't really like toe articulation, it does work for the character, so it makes sense. I want to say everything on him makes sense. Whether it's articulation, range of motion, look, what he comes with, accessories, stuff like that. Everything makes sense. It's form meeting function to the nth degree. Both head sculpts are great. Either one you go with. I still think this is the winner. But yeah, man, I don't want to drone on too much because I've already probably droned on enough. He looks great. I mean, he can definitely get into a kicking pose. So sweet chin music he can do. And he usually has his head down when he does sweet chin music and his knee a little bit bent. So let's try and get that going here. Well, damn. There you go. Bam. Sweet chin music. Just that simple. So not bad at all. I definitely would recommend picking him up if you're a wrestling fan. I know there's not a lot of wrestling fans probably subscribe to my channel anymore, but this was a special occasion with a special figure. You guys know how much I love wrestling, especially old school wrestling, and I shouldn't really call the 90s. I don't know. The 90s to me aren't really still old school wrestling, I guess. Man, I'm just old, but I don't feel old. The 90s don't feel that old, but I don't know, man. 90s just don't feel like old school wrestling. Old school wrestling, I think of the 70s, 80s. So, yeah, if you get a chance, I would say definitely don't overpay for him. There's people paying $100 for him on eBay. Don't do that. Please don't do that to yourself, your wallet, the economy, the community, anything. Just don't do it. It's just not worth it. But he's a home run, man. I think he's one of the best Ultimates figures that they've done. I want to say one of the best figures that the WWE line has done, period. That's a bold statement to make, and it's not just because it's Shawn, because if this were a Brett, or if this were a Mr. Perfect, or if this were anything else that looked this good, especially the head sculpts really do sell a figure. Everything else could be 100% accurate, and if the head sculpt is off, it kind of hurts the figure a lot. But I think this is lightning in a bottle, personally. So, but thanks, Woodman. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, he's going to look great on the shelf. I'll actually, you know what? I'll do a little quick show of the shelf, too. Let's get him all suited up here. And then, yeah. Well, actually, you know what? We'll leave him here since we're going to finish the review off. But I'll do a little segment really quick, and I'll just lift this up. My room is a disaster, so I'm going to try and keep the the camera trained upward. But here is some of the wrestling shelf. That's just the Shawn shelf. So we got a custom Shawn Michaels right here in case anybody's wondering what that is. That's a custom right there. And then, oh, Sherry fell over. Oh, Sherry, you're always falling over. Why you do this? Why you do this? Am I going to have to fix you later? I don't want to waste time right now. Don't knock my leg over. We got the old Shawn gloves. There's the leg. Leg's back up. Sherry's fine. It must have been when Marty hit her with the mirror. She fell over. But this is a little Shawn display. I know I threw some Bretts in there. Don't ask me why. I think it's lack of shelf space. But there's the whole new generation. I have them all broken down into eras. We got some WCW over here. I kind of pinched them off to the side because I still wanted to show off the WCW stuff. But new gen starts at about Ric Flair and goes that way. So this is all WCW over here. But it goes pretty deep back there. Maybe one day I'll do like a new generation like collection. I'll have them in good lighting and you can see them all. But then we got Golden Age right here. And there's a bunch of rows back there. You can't see anything. And then we got Attitude Era down here. And that's pretty much all I'm collecting right now as far as purposefully collecting. But yeah, man, that's all the Shawns that one could ask for. Still I think this week I'm gonna try and outsource the Ruthless Aggression red pant wearing Shawn, but I did pick up the SummerSlam Shawn. He's a really good figure too. Just for an elite, I want to say. And yeah, this is the other Ultimate Shawn that I was talking about, the 97 Survivor Series Shawn. Head sculpt is okay. I still feel like it's, I might actually take that other head from the 95 Shawn. Oh, no, that won't work because the braids are different. Never mind. But you could do that if you don't care about the hairstyle. You could totally go with that. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show that really quick. Just kind of like a special Shawn Michaels thing. I'm hoping in the future that we get an elite of this, the 95 Royal Rumble Shawn, because these boots are inaccurate. He did not have gray or silver on his O'Neill boots. They were white and black. Mattel keeps doing that. I don't know why they keep doing that, but they keep making them silver. And I'm like, no, man, they're white. Come on. They did that with him. They did that with who else? Him. Oh, no, those two are actually accurate. I'm sorry. I'll shut up about that. Where is the other Shawn? But they did that definitely with him. He's silver. Where is the other Shawn? Or I'm going crazy. I don't know where my other WrestleMania 12 Shawn is. I might have put him in storage actually, but there's the Shawns. We'll go back over here now. Sorry, I know it's such a great transition. You get to see my pigsty that I'm currently shooting reviews in. But at least I can say it's my pigsty. But this is a really cool figure. I'm not going to drone on any longer. I've been going on for 40 minutes, and I just kind of want to leave it here. This is a really good figure. Go get him. And definitely, if you're a Shawn Michaels collector, you're probably all over this. And he is shipping if you did pre-order him from Amazon. So, wallets beware. He's shipping. Your cards will be charged. So, but other than that, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you to everybody who popped in. I know, like I said, I don't do too many wrestling reviews. This was like a special occasion thing. But thank you to Woodman. Thank you to Zorpox, the destroyer of Pox. Thank you to Woodman. And he is the 29th of all Woodmans. And thank you to Terry Turner. He turns Terry's. That's a terrible joke. A Indy Showcase. He's the showcase of all immortal in A&Ds. So these are just awful jokes, and I just shut up and go away. But I'll see you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching, as always. If you're watching this on playback, be sure to hit the like. If you're watching this live, be sure to hit the like, all that fun stuff. I shouldn't have to tell you to do that. Just, just do it. You just want to do it. But, yeah, I'll see you guys on the flip side.